Well, hello there, guys. Today we are going to be tackling the Battle of Shiloh as the Federal Army. Now, this is actually part of my campaign right here, but I'm going to put this up as a single battle because I'm sure a lot of other people that just want to see Shiloh itself will want to take a look. So if you want to go ahead and hit that like button and just consider this another part of our campaign, let's jump right in and do our best. Now, as you can see, I've got 20 of 40 brigades. I don't know if I have enough to win here, but I do believe I'm receiving reinforcements. 36,000 soldiers total. Yeah, that's definitely more than what I have here. Let's get to it, boys. Transport our army via the Tennessee River. All right. We've spread out our encampments to guard a border area for any possible rebel attack starting from the west at Shiloh Church. I believe this is going to be a defensive battle. I could be wrong there, and I'm sure this is going to involve a tremendous amount of soldiers. So we picked up reports of enemy movements a few miles south, and as you can see, this entire area is very, very wooded. It's going to be tough to hold this area, essentially, but we're going to do our absolute best. So maybe it's a decoy tactic, and rebels are planning to attack us from another direction. In any case, our right flank at Shiloh Church must be defended. Alright, so they're asking us to deploy some skirmishers right there. I don't believe we have any skirmisher units on us right now, except, no, we've got woods, not skirmisher units. So there we go. We've got to hold Shiloh Church. It seems like a pretty simple thing to do, guys. Just holding the church itself. I guess that's Shiloh Church. Not very impressive, mind you. I think the best thing we can do, take Walton here. I'm going to put him in this defensive area in case the enemy tries to attack us from over here. And I'm going to get old Agrippa back here behind the men. Who knows what could happen to him if he sticks out like a sore thumb. Loomis. Guess I could put him over. Actually, I'm going to put Loomis over here. Nice little area for him, the farm fortification. What about Bloom? I think Bloom may have to be our skirmisher. Even though he's not a skirmisher, he may have to be our... temporarily become a skirmisher. Actually, that's right, somebody mentioned something about detaching units. Let's detach skirmishers. It's even a better idea, which is a really cool thing you can do, a really cool feature of the game. So we're going to send Bloom skirmishers over here. And of course, send him to try and find where the enemy's at. As for Bloom, he can head back to the defensive position, probably across the river. We'll have him be the first line of defense, so he'll probably get shot up pretty bad if the Confederates show up on time. Bloom's skirmisher units. Alright, enemy forces detected. And yes, it looks like an organized Confederate attack. Let's see if we can get a shot off on Avery. Fire. First shots of the battle. Battle of Shiloh. Avery's going to return fire. Oh, maybe not. He might just be hanging out there trying to get a view on our men. And right now we're not doing too much damage to him. He can sort of manage to just hang out there for a little bit. Ooh, not for long. Good shooting, Bloom skirmishers. So I'm actually going to bring Bloom here. If we have to fall back with him, we will. But I want to make the enemy think that this is our main line. Never mind. They're moving Shaver. Screw that idea. That just went right out the window. We're going to move Bloom right here. And we'll force the enemy to cross this river if they want to attack. Look at that. Shaver's got a lot of men on the way. I'm just going to keep peppering the cavalry units. Look at that. They're just letting themselves get shot. This is ridiculous. Alright, Shaver's on the way. So we can basically see this area. There could be more over here on the far left. I would be surprised if there's not. But they could be traveling just up this road. If they do, we're going to be able to see quite a lot here. And it looks like our cannons have already spotted them. We've got some great artillery from our previous battles, guys. Remember, this is a campaign battle. And these guys have seen combat for sure. So, you can see some of these guys have stars by their names. Bloom, just a regular guy. There we go. Finally, they took off. I'm going to move the skirmishers over here because I want to get a better view at what's going on. So Wood is moving forward. Look at that. We've got Confederates, a lot of Confederates on the way. This is truly an organized attack. It looks like the whole Reb army is bearing down on Shiloh Church here. Get one shot off. Oh, they only got one of us. Did you guys see that? One guy they got. Unbelievable. Was it 220? I could have sworn it was 210. Maybe it was 220, but still, not as effective as I expected. So Wood's going to be marching through here. He's probably going to chase the skirmisher unit. He's pissed off, and he wants to give these these Federals, a lesson. So we're going to keep running. We're sort of trying to draw him into an attack. I'm going to keep moving back, firing at him, or at least making sure he sees me, making sure he spots me, so he knows which way to go. And there we go. It looks like Shaver is moving in. What did I tell you guys? That's why I put Bloom right there. They're definitely moving in on the left. Oh, and now Bloom skirmishers are getting hit pretty hard. Fire, Bloom skirmishers. I know you got a volley in you. Nice. Now get the hell out of there. While they're reloading. Of course, the bad news is they're going to have a full volley ready when they get to our lines. But we are nicely secluded here in this forest. And I'm hoping it's going to save us. I don't even think the enemy has seen Bloom yet. And they're trying to get around Watson, so I might send these skirmishers back here. Look at that. Yep, they're definitely trying to flank us entirely. I don't like it one bit. A little scary. And a lone skirmisher out there dead. We'll get to you, son. Just hold your innards in for a little bit while longer. Alright, is he going to stop there? Maybe not. Still going to send the skirmisher back here to keep an eye on him. But if that's the worst the rebels have, I'm not all that scared. Alright, Avery's back for more. That's the cavalry unit, guys, that we were shooting at earlier. Get into the woods. I'm not impressed. Robert E. Lee, you better have something better than this. And we don't even have our full army here. This is just a tiny portion of our army. More rebels detected. Seems they're heading to our camps at Shiloh Church. All right. I saw a few. I'm not really that worried. I'm sure I'll be eating my words here in a second, but for now, there doesn't seem to be much activity from the rebel side. Although I hear those boots marching, I think you guys hear them too. Avery, you're crazy. Alright, the 3rd Corps. I don't recall seeing a general in their stack before, and look at that wood. Whoa. Yeah, they've got a lot of guys. Definitely. So it looks like they are trying to get around us here, maybe trying to get around this defensive line. We can respond in kind if we need to, of course. We can get some units into the forest over here, for instance, like Hall. But it looks like they might actually be willing to go ahead and attack us head on. In which case, I'll set Hall up like that. Units of northern camps came to our aid. Oh yeah, baby. Porter is coming to help. We're just going to put Hall right there in a better position so that he's got not only wood cover, but that he's facing this huge force. And poor Avery, he's actually taking the brunt of the cannon fire. I kind of wish that our guys were firing specifically at wood. So I'm going to change the trajectory of those cannons. Let's grab our reinforcements. Not a lot of reinforcements, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Got a feeling that we had selected the skirmisher somehow. Keep it up, boys. We're going to put them over here in these eastern woods. Well, west to us, east to the enemy. Nice. Alright, we got Claiborne over here. They're not moving too much. They're either terrified or they're waiting for reinforcements. Those are some fat Confederate units. In fact, I only have 2 brigades. I mistook it for 3 because of the width of the formation. I'm going to use one of them to plug that gap up. Keep it up. Nice. And Loomis, the guys on the Loomis farm are also getting some really good shots. But mainly at Avery. Polk's Corps, guys. The enemy's supposed to get reinforcements here. And there we go. Stewart has arrived. Yep, I was worried about that. Now they're starting to get some serious reinforcements. And they could attempt to press their attack. That's why I really want to fill that gap with Bane. This is one of our units that we've built up for quite a while. I'm going to put Porter over here. Make sure that our boys know that even the general's with him, but he's going to take cover in this tree line so he doesn't get the shit shot out of him. And right now, look at that. The army's still staying very steady. If they're going to move, I think they're going to do it all at once. Try to catch us off guard. That is a hell of a horde, though, I'm not going to lie. And don't worry, guys, I am keeping an eye on that mini-map. I'm not seeing any movement on the left side. Because my biggest concern is that they're going to, suddenly start attacking from multiple directions. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think they're really more focused on just this initial side. They got Russell arriving as well. Now, we just got Harris. I'm going to put Harris sort of behind Hall here. And, of course, we just got Bane in that position. Let's hope that they are going to attempt a large assault. And that we can respond here fairly well. What it's looking like to me. Oh, they're getting some good shots now. Stewart is moving out on the flank. Avery, Wood, Stewart. Avery's only about, 110 men. I'm not scared of him, but still, it's definitely, not something to totally ignore. There we go. Stewart may be beginning an assault forward, guys. I think if they plan to break us, they better attack it all at once. Keep shooting. I'm not leaving the cover of the woods, though, even if they do take Loomis out. Whew, so many cannons. I mean, so many rifles, I should say. Might be time to move Bloom this way. These rebels are too scared to cross the river. Oh no, guys. Now General Johnston has been spotted. And more brigades of Polk's Corps. They're going to get even more men onto the battlefield. This is going to be unbelievable. I don't know how we're going to hold, but damn it, we're going to try. So here we go, guys. This is going to be major. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cannon and put him right there. He's low on ammo, and there's not really much we can do about that. No supply wagon. Look at this. We're still waiting very patiently for him to attack. In fact, I want to put the cannon right here so he's got some tree cover. Oh. Every time I think they're going to charge, they kind of start to hold back. But now, Stevens is definitely trying to move forward. They're just waiting for that huge army to mass up here. And I don't think we have any other reinforcements. So we better hold on to this area with what we have. We're getting some really good shots on Loomis. And maybe they're waiting for Loomis to be destroyed before they attempt the assault. Maybe they're not even aware of the rest of our guys here. I'm fast forwarding now, guys, because I'm just trying to see if anything will happen. Wow. Johnson's arriving. But they're still not crossing that bridge. I think they know better. Or that river. I mean, they're just basically staying back and refusing to move forward. I've never seen anything like this before. It's getting very close to the end of the battle here. And maybe our defense alone scared them off so much that they just said, screw it. We don't even want to fight at this point. Let's go, mission time 0. Confederates attack on our left. I was about to say, okay, the Confederates are massing on our left flank. And we must make a defensive line and hold them. We'll get more reinforcements as soon as they are available. Alright, I guess so. So we've got to hold the center of the encampment here, guys. And the left of the encampment. Well, that was very weird. Alright, guys, let's hope the second part of the battle is a little more animated, and it certainly is starting to look that way. We've already got the Confederates attacking this part of the line with Pond, but we've brought our, if you look at our artillery here, I brought this up from back here in an attempt to maybe get a few more shots, and we're going to bring our skirmishers down and see if we can harass them from the woods. I'm also going to put Bain in here in the woods and try and get some shots on the enemy. I want Bristow to move using the forest. Last thing I need is this skirmisher getting cut down. And oh yeah, we know for a fact that they're going to try and go up this way, but we're keeping still a few units here. It's good that Hatch is getting some shots. I'm also going to make sure that Canfield is getting some good shots too. General Bragg is spotted, guys. We've got more Confederates arriving. I thought that was going to be an easy end of the battle. I should have known better. Now, I still think we should keep Gibson over here in case the enemy tries to get here, but now I'm starting to believe that we may need Gibson to hold the line, or to get a victory here. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. There's definitely a lot of people, and I need to make that decision very quickly, although I'm thinking of getting really good flanking shots here on him. Maybe we can deal with him with just the men we have here. He's right in the middle of an open field. His men are dropping very quickly, but they've got those reinforcements on the way and some more of those damn cavalry units that we hate so much. Fire at Pond. I want Scales to fire at Pond too. And Bristow, I want him to do a flanking shot. In fact, I'm going to get Bain to do a flanking shot here too. Same with Scales. There we go. Never mind. Oh boy. Now let's stop. Let's stop. Let's stop. We don't want to push too far ahead, because the enemy's got many more men. Oh my goodness, these rebels are everywhere. Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying this campaign battle, make sure to share the video, hit that like button, etc. Somebody mentioned that I do sound kind of sick. I'm not sick. I've just been up about 2.5 days providing these videos for you guys, rendering them, editing them. I want to make sure that we try and get as many viewers as possible. As many of you know, I'm going to be moving to Italy very soon here to work for a certain company. I'll give more information as the time comes. But as you can see here, already the enemy is moving over here with Anderson and a few other guys. So I think I made the right decision keeping that guy over there, but I am going to bring Hatch forward in sort of a vulnerable situation, same with Canfield, to get some flanking fire on Pond, because I don't think these guys can really deal with it on their own. And we don't have our great General Agrippa Maxentius here with us. I mean, it's a terrible situation, of course. Here we go. Come on, boys, for the Union. Pond's looking pretty worse for wear, but as you can see, they've got a lot of reinforcements coming back here. Anderson, for instance, Bain right now, look at this, is getting smashed by Anderson. I'm going to get Bristow and Scales to start firing here. And as well as Scales, the artilleryman here. We could pop out another skirmisher unit from Bain, but I think 2 is enough for now. And I'm hoping that they can put the hurting on Anderson. Believe it or not, the skirmishers can do a lot of damage. Nope, you need to fire over here, Canfield. Only 2 deaths for that unit. They're green. There we go. Oh, yeah. Pond's going to pull back. And I might fall back here, because it looks like he might charge. It looks like Anderson is going to charge. Oh, my goodness, boys. Bring Gibson here. Try to get some flanking shots on Gladden. And finally, we routed Pond after some nasty volley fire. I'm going to fall back with Canfield into the woods, and I'm going to do the same with Hatch. And it looks like the enemy is also kind of falling back here. They're definitely able to hit us with their artillery. We're able to hit them with ours, and we did beat Anderson's charge. Now I'm going to hold this location. Last thing I need is for these guys to go running after the enemy, chasing them. But I would like to get a nice volley on Anderson if I can. So go ahead, Bane. Have your fun. I'm sure you guys need revenge for that pathetic charge. Get those damn Rebs. Nice. Still terrified of Anderson. I mean, it's not like he's much weaker for the wear. This is a really strong unit. And look at this. We got some reinforcements on the way. Lynch, Wood, etc. I'm going to move them right down this way. And we sort of have an uphill advantage here. You can see that uphill issue right there. I want to see actually if they've added topography yet. They may not have. Yeah, not yet. Unfortunately, no topography, but that will arrive. And you can use this view to kind of take a look, more in-depth look at the field. So for sure, that's a hill. I definitely want to take it, but now I'm thinking, oh no, attacking Gladden was not the best idea. Although we've committed to it now. I want to get into the woods, at least. Oh no, Breckenridge's Reserve Corps. Come on, Lynch, we need you now, man. Garish, need you out here right this second. Same with Wood. We're going to try to see if we can just hit the enemy really hard. Remember, we got some pretty good rifles for these cavalry units. We actually spent money to buy them, the newest of the rifles. So I'm going to go ahead and actually charge. Newest of the rifles and the newest of the sabers. And I'm going to charge with Gibson here. Go for it, Gibson! Let these rebels know we mean business. And that's amazing. Look at that, guys. Gladden is getting sliced to bits. Just an epic saber charge. Oh my goodness, Gladden is getting annihilated. And actually, I'm not even going to pull out here. I'm going to keep firing on Anderson, especially since we can get in the woods here. Let's take that chance to center ourselves and keep on firing. I don't know what the cavalry's going to do, though. I guess they're just going to keep chasing Gladden and slicing up his men. Oh, man. This is what you get when you try and run away and then claim you're running and then come back to the fight. I'm not going to have any sympathy. Let's continue the charge on Anderson. It's a pretty lucky charge as is. I think it can continue and succeed. I don't know if you guys agree, but we're committing to that. So it'll be one of our finest charges yet if it does work, guys. And it's also going to really help us in this battle. Oh, it looks like the cavalry's doing just fine on their own, and that's a rout on Anderson. Unbelievable, guys. One of the finest Union charges I've had in any Ultimate General game so far. I'm actually a little proud of myself, and proud of my cavalry, too. So glad we actually invested some money in them, and way more successful than the vedettes in previous games. That is amazing. Pon's pulling back, Gladden's pulling back. They're realizing that they're in a world of shit right now. We're firing on them from multiple locations. We're in the woods, so we've got that wonderful cover. And they do still have Martin. They still have a few units here that could be dangerous, to say the least. But I'm going to move Canfield up now. I'm going to move Hatch back up. Feeling pretty comfortable in this position. There we go, guys. Major Confederate charge. Thank goodness we're moving forward with Hatch and the rest of these boys. Give him the canister shot. That's it, men. And guys, McDowell is here. He is an extremely good commander, a good general. And I'm hoping he can turn the tide here, take the rest of our boys, and flank the enemy right now. Keep on moving. Look at that. We're still hitting Anderson. I think I can go ahead and give him some resting room. And Pond is coming back for more. Turn towards him. These rebels are getting desperate here. Open fire. I don't care if it's our own men. Oh shit, they're charging over there on that right side, guys, or our right side, their left flank. We're gonna charge. We need to break this Confederate charge right now. Pond is running, but so is Lynch. And I'm going to hope that cavalry can get over here very soon. Looks like we have broken that line, but we're still dealing with these enemies right here. Fire! Amazing work, but oh my god, I don't know if we can win. We're going to try and catch the retreating Rebs. And I'm going to try to reform this line so that we are aimed directly at Statham. You guys can kind of see what I'm going for, I think. Forward Lynch, forward Gibson. Still got a lot of rebels over here, and Major Wade Scales is killed. It's on the it's on our side, unfortunately, not on the enemy side. More revs spotted. I mean, it's endless here. It's really endless. Doesn't have too much condition here, but I think he can carry out the charge on Tribou. Make himself useful. Get up there, Bane. And what I don't like is the enemy is right here poised to take this position. I'm going to move Canfield into the woods, but if they march on this area, they could definitely take Spain Field. It's all about these guys, and they've got so many men here. Jackson is still in the fight. Make sure Scales is firing here as well. And there we go. Statham is moving forward. He's making his move, guys. Statham is making his move. We need everybody firing on him. Come on. Fire, Scales. You can be heroes today, boys. Still going to be contested for a while, but we really want to get in there. Hatch, I don't need you to lose hope right now. Glad you made Jackson run, but we need more from you, and it's unfortunate we don't have a general for this battle, this part of the battle. But there we go. He is running, but they've got more men. We've got Gibson following up. Looks like Statham is going to rout, but Gibson is just as strong and just as prepared to lay down his life for all the Confederacy. McDowell over here. Lynch as well. We're kind of ignoring this southern front. We can't do that forever, so I might have to leave Gibson back here as a bit of a sacrifice, unfortunately, just to keep the enemy off us while we're moving into position. Where are you going, Pratt? We need you back here. Here we go, guys. Gibson arriving. Prepare to fire from the woods. You can see that there's so many shell holes at these woods. And Gibson is going to pull back as well. I don't want Garish to get too close. I'm just going to keep him right here. Right now, it's actually totally contested. You guys see how there's no flag there? That's bad. Very, very bad. Move forward, boys. Get Woods over here. He's not running. No, he is definitely running. And I'm just trying to get closer and closer to that original field so that the game knows that we are definitely contesting that area. But with this constant fire from the Confederates, I'm not sure we can survive. Colonel Howard is wounded. So far, we've crushed the Confederates. Is this the battle where maybe they managed to beat us? I don't know, guys. Have to wait and see. Fire. I would have Bane face Gladden. I'm not doing this intentionally, but we have to focus so much on what's in front of us right now. So I'm going to have Lynch and Gibson hopefully hit Pun and Gladden and hopefully send them reeling, but with Martin right there, I doubt that's going to occur. In fact, we may have to totally focus fire on Martin because he's just got too many men. And look at that. He made Gibson run almost immediately. I'm actually going to run here with Lynch. Try to get a flanking shot on Pond before he breaks. Come on, Tribou. You think we ought to ease it? And Statham is over there on our right flank. Holy crap! Just when we thought they were done and finished with, they're back with way more men, and Jackson as well. Need McDowell to take a position here in the camp. And let's just move Gibson up here. We're basically ignoring this area and hoping that they don't try and push on that right side. They're already doing it with Anderson, but I'm thinking that our guys can keep them back. Charge with Woods downhill. He's actually got some decent condition, and he's going to get that downhill advantage. Oh my goodness, look at that. Tribune is back for more. I'm actually going to have Garish focus on Tribune as well. I'll do the same with McDowell. He's the biggest threat. No, never mind, he's not the biggest threat. Statham is the biggest threat before he flanks us. I'm going to give McDowell the okay to run, although his condition is pretty piss poor. And the enemy may just succeed at holding this field, guys. Confederates are securing Spain Field. What did I tell you, boys? This may be our first defeat in our campaign. Hold the line, men. At this point, we are just holding out against a massive assault. We've got this tiny circle here in the woods. This reminds me actually of the movie We Were Soldiers, when they're holding out against a big VC force. So there we go. It looks like the Confederates keep attacking us. This is the perfect location to establish a new defensive barrier. Okay. I have to dislodge from here to advance to Pittsburgh Landing. Fair enough. It is advised to quickly secure this area before your flanks get overrun. Well, I would say so. So, by delaying them as much as possible at Shiloh, we increase our chances to secure Pittsburgh Landing. Good luck, General. Alright, guys, so we're trying to hold them at Shiloh, and Agrippa is here. And look at that. We've got a brand new defense. But to see this battle, you guys are definitely going to have to wait till the next episode. Thanks for watching, take care, and have an awesome, awesome day.